Hello everyone. So we have planned, as said earlier, that we are going to coming up with a lot of series of current affairs for civil service prelims 2025, right? So this can be both from the current affairs as well as the static part, right? So we are going to choose the most important as well as untouched topics, usually by popular coaching institutes, right? So we are going to discuss this in the next few months to help you in your preparation, right? So this is a brief plan. As part of this series, we will be having the first discussion on Apostille Convention, right? So this has been in news and it is a very unpopular one, but actually is an important one. So we'll discuss about Apostille Convention for today's session, right? So before going into the actual convention, let's see the context, why it was there in news, right? So the context is recently Allahabad High Court has told the government, or it asked the government, it cannot actually disbelieve the apostille documents issued by various countries. So you may be a little bit in dilemma what actually these documents and all. So we will come back to the context again. I mean, we will know about the apostille convention, then we will come back to the context what court has said. So you will get a clear idea about it, right? So let's understand what is actually apostille convention. Then we will come back to the actual context, right? So, in the as we have a very different countries, number of countries in the world, and we have a different legal rules in different countries. For example, India have a different rules, USA has a different rules, right? But people do migrate from one place to other place, and also there is a origin. I mean, they have the attachment to those countries, maybe in the with their elders, or maybe they have that origin by birth. So because of this, they will travel from one nation to other nation, or they may change the citizenship in between as well, right? So to in this type of interaction, we need to have a uniform certificate. For example, if I take a certificate from USA, so that should be accepted as a proof in other country as well, right? But usually it is not, right? We have a different rules and regulations in different countries. So usually there has to be taken different certificates in different countries. To avoid this complexity, the countries in 1961 have come together and they have signed a convention called as Apostille Convention. All the countries, not all the countries in the sense, not all the United Nations countries, whatever the countries are ready, they have come together and they have signed a convention called Apostille Convention under the Hague Conference of Private International Law in 1961, right? So some countries have signed. We will see what are those countries and what is actually India has signed, right? So under this convention, whatever the parties, all the countries that have signed under this convention, they have to accept the certificates issued in one country as similarly accepted in the other country as well. For example, a birth certificate was issued in the India, and the same certificate has to have the legal application in the US as well, if the both the countries are part of the convention, right? So either it is birth certificate, either it is any notary certificates, whatever one country is issued is accepted in the other country as well. So this is the objective of Apostille Convention, right? So this is also called as Convention of Abolition, the requirement of legalization for foreign public documents. So whatever the certificates issued in the other countries has to be accepted. They should not ask the separate certificate in this particular country, right? So this apostille basically means that it is a certification issued under this particular convention, right? So this is the basic theme of this apostille convention, and the scope is to cover birth certificates, marriage certificates, court documents, administrative documents, notarial acts, right? So whatever the certificates were issued by one country has to be accepted in the other country also. They cannot ask that particular person to submit the fresh document, right? So this is the theme of the convention. Now coming back to the judgment, what has happened? A person known as Normati Devi Ganpat, right? So this person has asked to, this person has applied for the Overseas Citizen of India card, as this person is one of the foreign citizens who has origin in India. So this person was eligible to get the OCI card. So this person has applied for OCI card, but the officials in this particular country of us, like India, they have asked to submit the fresh document or to take the fresh documents from the concerned authorities within India, right? So this person has, filed a petition in the Allahabad High Court. that I was, I was already having an Indian origin, and also India is party to the Apostille Convention, but still they are asking this fresh documents from the concerned authority. So this person has filed a petition in the Allahabad High Court. So Allahabad High Court has verified the documents or verified the convention, and it has, told the Indian government that as India is party to the Apostille Convention, you cannot reject, you cannot ask the person to get the new certificate. It is your duty to find out the concerned documents as to validate under the convention, and you cannot reject the person's request to have the OCI cards. It is your duty because we have signed the convention of Hague, that is Apostille Convention. So this is what the Allahabad High Court has said, and accordingly, the government authorities has, followed the same thing what Allahabad High Court has said, right? So they have given the OCI card to the concerned persons, right? India is not a country which has signed in the 1961. We have signed it in the 2005, right? So after few years, we have become the party of the Apostille Convention, right? So a possible question can be asked in UPSC next year because this is in current affairs. So let's solve a question from the same, like whatever we have discussed. Let's solve some question, right? So you can see the question. Consider the following statements about Apostille Convention. First statement, it is a certification agreement where the parties has to accept the various personal certificates of individuals across the regions. Right? This is the first statement. It was drafted under United Nations in 1961. Second statement, India is a party to agreement since its inception. So you can pause this and you can answer, or you can comment in the comment section as well, right? So let's verify all the statements given here. It is a certification agreements where the parties has to accept the various personal certificates of individuals across the regions. So here they have said parties. That means whatever the countries that are parties to this convention, they have to accept the certificate. So this is a absolutely right statement. They cannot reject. It is drafted under United Nations. No, it was not drafted under United Nations. It was drafted under the Hague Convention by the private party. So it is like a private one. All the countries came together and they have agreed. So second statement is wrong. India is party to agreement since its inception. No, India is not party since 1961. India is party only from 2005. So two statements are wrong here and first statement is correct. So the answer is yeah, right? So this is how the question can be framed. So this is our first video. So we'll be coming over the more videos every day. So stay tuned and please subscribe our channel as well as like our videos to encourage us to do more for your preparation. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.